Good morning, I am Leticia, your therapist. I would like to thank your family for coming in today. Before we begin, I would like to inform you of two things. The first one is that anything is said will be kept confidential. However, I am obligated to report any self-harm, child or sexual abuse, or any suicide. The second is that during the session, I'll be writing my notes so that I can remember everything that is being said. Is everybody okay today? Everybody's doing all right?
Yeah.
So let's please get started. Ms. Rodriguez, what brings your family in this morning?
Well, I'm having a hard time. My daughter Gracie and I are having an issue with obesity, and my husband Andres, he's been very verbally abusive to me, and I need help.
So just to relate what you have stated, is that your family's going through a hard time because of your obesity and your daughters?
Yes, and then my son Marcus, he got a job at McDonald's, and he'd rather be at work because he doesn't want to hear us fighting.
Okay, so since today's our first session, I would like to work on one issue, then we can go from there. Is that all right with you, Ms. Rodriguez?
Yes, that's fine.
And Mr. Rodriguez, is that all right with you as well?
Mira, to me it doesn't matter. I keep telling my wife that she and Gracie are overweight, and I don't like it. It's been over a year, they still can't lose the weight.
Okay, so Mr. Rodriguez, I sense that you're getting angry. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath and concentrate on how to make things better for you and your family.
He's always angry. He's always telling us stuff. He's always telling us that we're fat and that we're going to explode one of these days, and I'm tired of it.
Okay, Ms. Rodriguez, I understand what you're saying. So let's just all take a deep breath, like I said, and let's concentrate on just one thing at a time, okay? And Mr. Rodriguez, just try and not be so angry when you talk, okay? Because that kind of just makes things difficult for your wife and Gracie, and Gracie's already, she's going through a hard time. Okay, so Gracie, how do you feel about your dad and your mom?
I don't know. My dad, he depresses us because he makes us feel bad about our weight, and we're trying to lose it. We're trying our best to lose the weight, and he yells at us a lot. He makes us feel really bad.
And have you expressed your feelings to your dad?
Sometimes I do, but it doesn't matter. It's just the way he is.
So, Ms. Rodriguez, hearing your husband and Gracie's comments, how do you feel about what they're saying?
I'm sad. I just want for him to treat us better.
Okay. And have you gone to a doctor to get diagnosed for obesity?
No, because since I'm undocumented, I'm not aware of any programs available. And besides, I know that he wouldn't want to go with us, and he wouldn't know.
Okay. So, Mr. Rodriguez, is that correct? You don't want to go with your wife? You don't want to be part of showing some kind of support to her? Is that correct?
I mean, I don't mean to be acting this way. I want my family to be able to get over this. I do want to help my wife and my daughter.
So I still hear a lot of frustration from you. Do you think that we can focus on the frustration first and then find a solution to get over that? Does that sound like something you're willing to do?
Yes.
Okay. So since you are trying to, will you be able to make an effort to go to the doctor with your wife and daughter?
Yes, I'll make that effort for them.
Okay. And Gracie, are you okay with that decision of your dad going with you? Do you feel comfortable with that?
I guess if he agrees not to, yell at us or make us feel bad because we're trying, and if it helps him, yeah, I wouldn't mind.
So, Mr. Rodriguez, we're going to try and I want to see if you are ready to do this, because it's going to be a long process. Obesity is a very hard thing and especially females, to go through and try and overcome it. But they have to have a family support system. So are you willing to do that?
I'll do that.
Okay. So since you're willing to find a solution, Mr. Rodriguez, then we can start that process now. Have you thought about taking nutrition classes with your wife and child?
No, but I'll go ahead.
So have you been able to find other support systems? Like your other family members, maybe they're gonna try and help you and your wife go together as a team or as a family unit?
We'll find something. We'll work something out.
And how about exercising? Have y'all even started?
No, we don't have time. I don't have time. I'm always up and around and picking up Gracie from school and taking Marcus to work, and my husband's always at work, so I don't have time. I don't make time for myself.
So we need to find a solution and trying to find a lot of time for both of you to try and go to these classes, or at least to exercise, or how about a walk around the park, or so you have to find some kind of agreement between both of you so that way y'all can do it as a family and include Gracie, because of course she's a big part of this problem also. Are y'all willing to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds like we're all on the right track, we're all, having agreement to everything, so that's good. So just to do a recap on what was said, Mr. Rodriguez, you have expressed your feelings about the obesity and being angry, which makes you on track because you're willing to make an effort for your wife and child, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I
I just hope he just stays with
I will.
Okay, so Mr. Rodriguez, you can see that he's making an effort.
Yes.
So, all right, okay, so I feel like we did good on our first session. I would like to reschedule for next week. Would that be okay for both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make some time. I have a busy schedule with my kids, but I'll make some time.
Okay, great, that sounds good. And also on the next session, I'll do a follow-up on the exercises that y'all are going to be going through and the nutrition classes. And again, thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for seeing us.